that they actually have a solid unit now. It's a team that could cause some damage. As we get into the first round, here we go then. It's going to be Cloud9 looking to send most of their efforts into a default setup here. Nothing to report early on. No upgraded pistols, just to note as well. They have 1 smoke, 2 flashes, and the bombs outside B for now as they wait for CT aggression to come through.
Whoa. And now it is just a patient play here coming in from Cloud9 T side. Just hoping that NIP are going to go aggressive, that our NIP are going to try and make a play for information. Still early in the round, though. You expect NIP on the CT side, if they haven't seen anything, they might start making plays around the minute mark. That's around when you want to try and figure out where you need to place your players to best hold off the bomb site. And so for now, NIP, we're seeing some discipline on their side. No need to give any early chances here to get your head taken off.
Well, still plenty of time here for Cloud9. Mixwell making his way through the bathrooms right now, trying to get information for those terrorists, and we'll see whether he can actually get a bit of a rotation over here. Twist waiting on the other side for him. We'll see whether he's going to be taking the base at all. You can see him just patrolling towards the A-bomb side. Normally there by yourself, he'll be the anchor, trying to just hold them off for as long as he possibly can, maybe find a headshot or 2, and at that point, Mixwell, he'll be calling for the rotation. Daps with the bomb, making his way back towards A.
Yeah, there was the spot from Lekro. He was going for the jumping over the sandbags, trying to check out sewers. Does spot a player. Nice shot coming in from Kusta as well, just to open things up. No kills yet, but a little bit of a peek, just keeping Nip honest. And Nip right now have heavily stacked towards the B site. Forrest is down on upper, trying to set it up, and he's going to have to rotate up here. It's all on Twist now to hold the line and not get overwhelmed. He does do a good job at backing off, so he hasn't given away the chance here for his team just yet, but looks like Mixwell's going to pounce on him. Somehow he survives it. Down to 4 HP, Twist.
Whoa, he keeps fighting back here, it seems. It's not going to slow him down whatsoever. He will actually find the opening frag of the round. The bomb's already been planted here. So Cloud9 still have a fighting chance here. Sabrosa from the track. Let's manage to get at least 1 here, but NIP with a full retake now. They have got the kit. It looks like Twist in a fantastic position. Gets his 2nd frag of the round. 4 HP as the defuse comes in. It looks like they got this one under control.
Until Twist decides to take the fight to him. Lekro needs to hit this shot. 1-on-1 now. Rez with the kit. He's got the smoke and he's sticking it. Kusta doesn't get the angle right, and Rez is going to get caught at the very end. So close. A fraction of a second left on that defuse, and Nip were going to sneak that round, but Cloud9 take the T round here to kick off Overpass.
It was difficult to keep up there. Who was getting the advantage? Who actually had the edge towards the end? Apparently Cloud9, through the smoke, managed to get the kill in the last dying seconds of the round there. We do know CSGO lends itself to a force by these days, and of course NIP bringing out the Deagles, the scouts. Sniper in the hands of Rez. He'll presumably be heading towards middle. Twist to join him. We're going to pick up that weapon if it goes astray. We'll see now. Actually, 4 players from Cloud9 focusing towards B. Not going to be rushing it, but they have got a lot of firepower here. 3 rifles. Don't want to necessarily go straight into a stack, but there's only 2 players there right now. It's Plopsky and Lekro.
Yeah, Plopsky even spotted him, but Costa with the headshot. This time, Cloud9 will have the man advantage going into this B site. Smoke thrown down on short, but that's not going to bother Automatic. He gets boosted up on the sandbags. A little bit of an advantage there for him, perhaps. Automatic finding that shot on Rez, so it does pay off. 2-man advantage now for Cloud9. They decide it is time to kick into gear. They're going to go for the fight. Twist close-up takes down Mixwell, but we have the bomb planted and taking away. Cloud9 with a huge advantage now in the round.
Yeah, Forrest and Lekro remain, but there's only the Scout and the Deagle with no kit, no utility. They're trying to cause financial damage if possible here. Forrest, he does know players are in towards those corners, but they don't need to challenge it. Until they touch the bomb, no one needs to swing out. You don't have to give them any opportunities whatsoever. And now Forrest is waiting for a consolation frag. He does damage towards Daps, but it's not enough to take him down. And 3 players looking likely to survive here. Lekro, oh, that's not bad at all. He won't be able to win the round at this point, but he's made it very expensive indeed as it goes down to the 1 versus 1. Unfortunately for the CTs, they will have to go full eco still into that next round. Or a consolation frag here. He'll go down with the bomb. Decent effort there from NIP, but as I mentioned, they won't be able to buy into that next round. If they're on the T side right now, they could consider it, but unfortunately with $2,600 per player, it's going to be a very tall order. Lekro, known as one of the scariest Deagles in all of Scandinavia, looking to find the 3rd frag. Didn't quite get it. Wouldn't have mattered. I think he would have been done for regardless, as they'll get PP50s into the next round. Cloud9 2-0, and a couple of MAC-10s here to farm that money.
Forrest looking like he's ready to hit some shots as
well.
Been one of the standout players here statistically for NIP and their resurgence that we've seen over the past month or so. They've definitely been doing work on the side of Forrest. And so glad to see him at least connecting with shots. It's still early days here for NIP. Nice nade to top mid. Chunks up Rez, and he is out of the fight already. So once again, Cloud9 with a man advantage early in the round here. But again, there is the firepower on NIP. Next round, when we get the money for them to full buy, it's going to get real fun here. We're going to get to see what NIP are capable of on the CT side of Overpass when they aren't behind and so low on gear.
Yeah, especially Twist, who's been playing really well for them recently with the sniper rifle. Very aggressive, very accurate. Let's see if he can start shining bright as Forrest looking to find the headshots. He's going to get the chest instead. That's Daps going down, and you can see Mixwell, the walking wounded, trying to fall back here. Didn't I? Another frag for an IP.
And Kusta's already worked his way out with automatic towards that. That's not Kusta, it's Sub Rosa actually. It's nice. I like this minimap. It's fun to see different tournaments, you know, they're different approach to how things go. But to get the player photos there on the minimap, that's a trip. Yeah. Smoke went down, and they are going to get the bomb plant here for Cloud9.
Well, here we go then. 4 versus 2. Forrest still with the Desert Eagle here, and now it looks like they'll just be holding. Just seeing they get the exit frags automatic, looking towards the T-spawn position. He'll be managing to get Twist, and at this point it's going to be 3-0, and IP will
forward.
Take just Eagles into the next round. Holding on to those, but looks things they'll be buying up there. Remember, the AWP will come out in the hands of Twist, and that's where we'll see if Cloud9 will bring out the same weapon. Just holding on, making sure that everyone gets out alive here. Kusta and Mixwell low.
Yeah, solid. And even for NIP right now, they're hoping to be able to find somebody. Do they commit? No, they're going to be able to back off, and it looks like they'll survive this. Forrest should be able to get far enough away. And so a 3-0 lead now for Cloud9. First half of Overpass on their T side, and they're looking real good here, Henry.
Yeah, this has been a solid shift so far. That pistol was on a knife's edge. It came down to a smoke defuse with 1 second remaining, but it has led Cloud9 to a healthy start here in the best of 1. 3-0 up, and the AWP for Mixwell. That was a speculation as to what they could bring out on Overpass. They've got many capable players with the sniper rifle. It will be the Spanish player, though, up against Twist, who will be looking for that aggression towards the bathroom. He does like to go for the boosts. Rez will be right behind him. We'll see what kind of play they bring out. It's a default from Cloud9. Nothing too flashy as they wait for the CT aggression. Forrest towards connector as well. Smokes down Sabrosa to challenge.
By the book here from NIP. This is textbook stuff. This is what you need to do on the CT side of Overpass. Get out into mid, get out onto long, challenge early. Do not let the terrorists set up too easily. Otherwise, they're going to have way too much room to maneuver on such a big map. And so NIP right now, there's the pounce from Plopsky. He finds the first kill, takes down Mixwell. And that's the op out of play now for Cloud9. So Mixwell might be feeling a little frustrated that he didn't have a teammate there watching that angle to watch his back. And these are the kinds of little things that we're going to be noticing here from Cloud9. What are their setups like? Are they able to actually watch each other's angles like that so that that very situation doesn't happen? We'll see how it plays out. Still early days, of course, and they still have so much firepower alive on Cloud9. They are a real threat here to NIP.
Well, Rez is as well. Look at this push coming through towards T-spawn. He could time this to perfection. It will be the B execution here. Daps to provide the covering utility as they make their way through. Molotov towards the barrels. It looks a little bit scrappy here from Cloud9, and the backstab comes through. We saw it from Red, managing to get that first frag, but a couple here from Cloud9. Just under full par, but Forrest is there with Plopsky as well. Comes down to a 1 versus 1 now. Lekro the advantage, still on the side. All the Creed can't do it this time. Expensive round for an IP, but they get their first on the board. Another very close situation there for either team.
And he managed to save the AWP as well, so it's not a total disaster for NIP. But man, I'm wondering if there's going to be nerves playing in here for NIP going into this tournament, because all the eyes are obviously on Astralis and Copenhagen, but we're still close enough to Sweden where you're probably going to have some fans here. It's still Scandinavian land. And so NIP right now, they really wanted to get in there and get that retake going, and that ended up costing them a couple players that I think, had they been a bit more patient, they would have survived with. So perhaps first map, obviously you're still feeling it, right? A little sloppy to start, but NIP are on the board. They've got their first CT round here, and so the score 3-1, Cloud9. Still money to get a half buy-in, at least.
Yeah, they should have more, but remember, they're against the Deagles, coming down to 1 versus 1 as well, as they exchange blows through the wooden doors here. They are going to find Forrest taking the brunt of the damage, down to 12 HP. Mixwell does have the sniper once again. You can see a much more passive approach here from Cloud9, waiting for that aggression, but it's a different setup this time. NIP had 4 players towards A, with a solo hold from Lekro in the previous round. This time it's a bit more traditional. Forrest in the swing position with Rez and Twist patrolling towards A.
But patient stuff here from Cloud9. Slowly working their way through connector. They're going to get control of that. That opens up the way to split onto B through sewers and through monster. And in the meantime, clearing out long, Kusta taking point because he's got that deagle, he's disposable. And he's got his teammate Mixwell watching his back, but that's now Mixwell alone. They've left him in a bit of a trap here, trying to set one up for anybody peeking long for NIP. But that means he's not in the main fight. He's going to be out, and he's going to be at risk of getting flanked. So we'll see how this plays out here for Cloud9. Kusta looks like he's going to come back over here and try and help out his teammate.
Boost not really working out for Cloud9, running out of time here as well. 35 seconds. Still a 5-on-5. The bomb's down in almost T-spawn here somewhere. This is an absolute nightmare. How are they going to get that planted? Dab's got to run back now. They have no real map control. They've got 2 players towards B, 2 at A, And in terms of utility, one smoke. They really haven't coordinated this one too well, but there's Kusta, does give them an edge. It's a man advantage. Daps makes his way back towards B with a bomb. This is actually turning out to be a perfect round, as we'll see Twist coming forward. The backstab with the AWP. Daps has to make his way through. 10 seconds on the clock, still running in through Monster. Does he have time to even get the bomb down at this point? He's running through, he can't even plant. It's a nightmare.
Oh, this is unreal. He's not even gonna get the bomb plant down.
Oh dear.
Doesn't go for the bonus money either by getting the plant, and that's Plopsky finding the kill, so Daps survives. All the firepower lost for Cloud9.
Yeah, that just goes to show you this is a team that still needs a bit of work here. That shouldn't be happening. You've got those two opening picks, but it's got 17 seconds on the clock. And look at the mini-map at this point as well. They've got 2 at B, 2 at A. Daps is running back to get the bomb, which has been left in the playground. Had you had the bomb towards A at that point, you win the round. You could just plant and get it done, but that's gonna tilt them. That's gonna be a difficult one to digest.
You saw Daps' face there, man. He was not looking happy about that result. So you've given the Ninjas a chance to get into this half in a meaningful way now. 2 rounds on the board for NIP, 3 for Cloud9, but it's an eco coming in here for Cloud9. Daps survived the round last, so he still has that CZ and Kevlar.
He gets no money though. That's the problem. See now, $0 on him as they make their way towards that connector here. All the footsteps in Rez's position. He knows what's on the other side. He's waiting for an opportunity.
Yeah, no Kevlar, so he's going to murder them. There's the first. Yep, has to be worried now. Does manage to get back into the corner. There's the second. Now he's just going to farm like crazy. There's going to be so much money. Yes, good. No, Twist robs him. Stop taking money away from the SMGs. Just let Rez kill everything. All right, there's Force. At least that's a UMP. 5 players alive still here for NIP, and a real chance to turn this into a flawless round. Rez steps in and dies. That CZ so dangerous at range, but Forrest will be able to find the kill. So they lost one of the eco kills to a USP, but still they managed to pick up 2 with the SMGs, and so some decent money getting picked up there for NIP.
Yeah, I guess the only consolation there, Twist the AWPer, he'll get the $300, but you're right. You want to get the money on towards these SMGs. It's $600 per kill. As Cloud9 start to stabilize now, they will be bringing out, though, Mac 10 for Daps. I mean, he got no money from that previous round due to the real blunder there. First game of the tournament, we did see a couple of mistakes in that very important round, I have to say. So he'll be down to the Mac 10, 4 rifles around him, and wants to play now. Another default setup, looks of things. They are deploying early utility. Similar setup here from NIP. Grenades at the start towards T-steps, and everyone will slow down, work out what they're up against.
Gotta keep them honest, Henry. That's the main thing. Just get in there, put a little bit of damage in, let go, hoping to get lucky. The timing doesn't work out for him, sadly. But this time the bomb is over towards that B site, and so there's a chance here that Cloud9 can be a bit more decisive in the round. They have picked up on the fact that Lekro likes to go for this jump peak. And so these are the adjustments that we're going to start seeing from these players. Trying to play off of each other here, trying to punish the tendencies. Twist finds the kill on Daps to kick things off, and they've been spotted as well. Plopsky's got a Krieg. Worst case scenario now for the T side. He's going to go for the wallbang on Costa. Perfect flash, and he's just stepping into this fight. No fear from Plopsky. He is confident, and he's just murdering them one after another.
Yeah, he's doing a great job there. Holds it efficiently, and this was a full investment for Cloud9 as well. They get nothing from the round there. No kills, no plant, barely any damage. It was a very comfortable hold there from NIP. Remember, they lost the pistol, went down 0-3, but now it's been a pretty clean run, as we'll have to see another Cloud9 eco come through. There's no coordination in December. There's no utility being dropped there for players out towards the monster tunnel when the bomb's down. So in the actual site itself, they're not prepared here by the looks of things.
No, it's a tough start here for Cloud9. This is where we're going to see whether they have the grit to stand in here. It's going against them right now, but this is still early days in the map. Still a chance here for Cloud9 to find redemption. Going to be in the next round, it looks like. Cloud9, this is just going to be a pre-eagle buy for them. And you see Nip just trying to bring that to bear, trying to bring that fire power superiority rather into the mix. So aggressive hold from NIP, watching each other's backs. There's the first shot from Twist, takes down Mixwell.
Yeah, he doesn't miss many.
He's looking fired up, Twist. He's really been performing well. We saw it at Star Series.
We did.
Hitting shots all over the place.
Yeah, I was really impressed. Like a player we've been waiting to come online for about 4 years now. And finally found the team to do just that, as we'll see Rez continue his domination in those bathrooms. It's going to be bombed down up against these pistols with no armor, looking very likely to be a 5-3 scoreline here. Remember, 3-0 start for Cloud9. Looked a little bit clumsy since then. One player towards B, one at A, as another kill comes in. It's going to be Plopsky continuing to find kill after kill.
Off angle too, that's so frustrating for Automatic. He's thinking the Plopsy's going to be trying to play the Krieg way back. Nope, not the case. And now Daps, he's got the bomb, but he is a lone 1v4. And they are ready for him on that A site. Down to 40 seconds on the clock here. And slowly but surely, he's going to start working his way up. No guns for him to pick up, sadly. So it's all on the Deeg. Not sure if he spotted Twist out. And I didn't see any reaction from NIP, so it doesn't look like they spotted each other just yet. He's going to be able to pounce close range. With this Deagle, he could drop somebody quick.
Yeah, probably Twist. Oh, nice angle, though. He's absolutely fine now. Doesn't need to even really challenge this.
Let him walk in. Therese, perfect play here. NIP on fire now. 5 rounds in a row. Picked up on the CT side of Overpass. They've got the perfect start here, NIP. They're starting to get some money in the bank as well. It's really shaping up nicely here for the Swedes.
Yeah, and pretty much the opposite in the North American camp. Hasn't looked too good on their T side, but they've got 3 rounds already. It's still early doors here, and we'll see whether they can start to sink their teeth into this first half. Mixwell, no helmet, and he forces out the AWP. Haven't seen much from him with a weapon just yet, but we'll see whether Twist wants to change his position up. They're staying true to this mid-hold from himself and Rez. They have shown a bit of aggression there as well, and Cloud9, once again, another default. Exchange of grenades. No real damage inflicted at the start. Mixwell, he'll be actually patrolling. Oh, the boost is absolutely brutal from Forrest. They're looking towards the squeaky door. The nade comes through as well. He gets an opening frag, and that's not bad at all. Another great start as the Ninjas will fall back. The hard work's been done at this point.
That is so brutal from Forrest.
Yeah.
You get to see the AUG in play. Yep, works perfectly. Oh, Mixwell caught sleeping as well. Chance to return the kill, doesn't find it. And in the meantime, Cloud9 moving their way up through mid. So now, Henry, I mean, it's a real question of whether or not NIP are going to get the lockdown. If they can maintain their momentum, this is the big round where they can really just break Cloud9.
Well, let's see what the response is. Remember, they've run the clock down low. They haven't looked like they've got much conviction behind their play. Right now, Bathrooms is going to be theirs, but the CTs are fine with that. They've fallen right back here. They've got a man advantage, the sniper, holding the line towards long. Rez there as well. He's just been an absolute animal on the A side. Flashbang is effective. Incendiary will buy them another 6 seconds or so. And you can see no real challenge here. Rez repositions towards long, just leaving Twist here with the anchor hold.
At least they've got 30 seconds still, 35, and now the nades are going to come through. They are cutting it down here, but Cloud9, they're going to commit. First shot goes in. Twist doesn't get the kill, but he does tremendous damage to Automatic, who dies through the smoke. Forrest is putting shots through, and he finds another one. Double for Forrest. They're getting whittled down one after the other. Cloud9, and they can't even hit shots. Mixwell not able to make it happen. 4 players survived the round for NIP.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but Cloud9 is looking a little bit out of their depth, Semler. They're being caught off. That was a bit unfortunate with the smoke kills coming through, but a very telegraphed play. Oh, I love this from the start, though. What can you do against that? This was a bit unfortunate. The first one, sure, yeah. But then the fact he gets a second as well. Like, well, why are they not pouncing? You've already lost the first 2 players. You've got no time to fall back. You might as well try and push through the smoke, get to catch him on the reload, perhaps. But still, doesn't work out for them. 6-3, 6 rounds in a row. On the NFP side of things, we're going to have a partial buy into this one. Deagles, CZs, and I'd like to see some faster plays in Cloud9. The defaults into an execution just isn't working out for them. Let's get off the leash a little bit. Let's start seeing if we can get our star players into positions where they actually have a clutch on the hand.
Whoa, holding close, though. This is Forrest at risk. Gonna find the 2. He's still surviving. 3, Forrest. Okay, I'll shut up about it. You're thinking, this is where they need to rush him down. You have 4 players just sitting there and connected for Cloud9. Your first man goes down. You gotta pounce. You can't be hesitating.
I agree. That's the problem with Cloud9 right now. They're not really taking opportunities, and they get them. It's one by one. The spacing's out of whack. You can see there's no one really challenging and making them uncomfortable. It's a nice wallbang from Lekra as well.
Gotta give that to Lekra.
Yeah, that was cool. But 5 Kriegs here. You love to see it, Semler. I know you're a fan of this T-side setup.
NACS is still a thing. It's alive and healthy, Henry.
Get the 5 Kriegs out. It can't possibly fail.
I mean, now really you're hoping to stack it everything you got here, Cloud9. Flash early on both sides. Once again, the challenge from NIP for mid control, and that's really going to slow things down for Cloud9. Clearly, Cloud9 are lacking confidence right now in their plays, and so this is a great answer from NIP. If they're lacking confidence, don't help them. Don't let them start feeling good about themselves. Yep. Pressure them early, because you know that Cloud9 now are going to take a lot of time to clear these angles.
Trade up. Oh,
so close. Unbelievable. Oh, what a shot from Twist.
That's actually wild he hit that one. Okay, that's his signature move, though, to be fair. That is Twist in a nutshell.
He's just twisting left and right.
Exactly.
Headshots all over
twisting the heads off.
Twisting the bullets. Wanted.
That's it. Yeah, that wanted. Okay, that's a good reference.
Movie ever.
That was the best movie of all time. That was fantastic. Wow. The Twist is completely decimated. It looked like there was going to be a trade, but once again, they can't find it. They lose the first pick. They had the advantage. There's no pounce. That's the operative word there for sure. Look at the CD setup as well. 3 Kriegs, the AWP. Love to see it as we'll go into a 5 versus 1. It's just falling apart at the seams here for Cloud9. Remember, the pistol victory came in down to that 1 versus 1. The shot through the smoke. Rez looked like he had it. They would have had a clean run had that have gone against him. But Daps, 5-on-1. Just looking for a frag at this point. That's a nice shot, but I don't think it does much for him with just 25 seconds remaining.
They know where he's playing from, and you're exactly right. The clock is going to force this guy's hand. Goes for the peak. An 8th round in the row for the CT side of NIP. They're dominating. You can see Twist is just a big grin. They're feeling it right now. He hit this insane shot point blank.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's just everything shaping up nicely here for the Ninjas. They've got so much money in the bank now. They don't have to worry about eco for a while.
We haven't had a single bomb plant since the gun rounds have begun. Not one. That really does tell you when a team's disjointed and they're uncomfortable. They don't even get the bomb down over 8 rounds, like it's all falling apart.
Well, more pressure early from NIP and mid. At least we're going to have those nades in. Or at least a little bit of a peek initially just to keep them honest. But the flashes are just letting Cloud9 know that, hey, there is a presence here from CT. And once again, you're going to have to play carefully. On the other side, nice to see Automatic try to make a play at least. Get on that short. You know, try and find Plopsky out. Plopsky has been playing aggro monster, and so Automatic trying to get the punish. Brutal nade on Acosta, though. He's down to 57. And a man advantage for NIP once again here.
That's been the storyline of this first half. They get the first pick, fall back. Twist will be in position the AWP, pick them off 1 by 1. They'll go back towards B. Plopsky will mow them down. There's not many points of access for Cloud9 right now. We haven't seen a technical execution. It's just defaults into pretty standard stuff. No fakes coming through, and no bomb plants, more importantly. So they need to really recover here. They've got 1 smoke remaining, 2 flashbangs, almost 0 map control. Akusta looking to change things up. Not going to work out again, and there's no trade potential. There's just nothing there.
Oh, he even gets out of there. Unreal. He goes for the peak now. Lekra will punish. 2-man advantage for NIP in the key round here for Cloud9. I mean, this is really just trying to stop NIP from getting into double digits. It's still possible for Cloud9 to get a halfway decent half out of this. 8-3, the score for NIP, which means that Cloud9, I mean, there's every possibility that they could run it back. We just need to see them start hitting some shots. They are focusing on the DM aspect of the game, but they're lining up for Plopsky and Forest. The defense is just so solid for NIP. Daps is able to drop 1, but now he's worried about the flank, and there's 18 seconds. A second kill for Daps, but it's a 9th round on the board for NIP. Still, 2 kills.
It doesn't really do much for them, I'm afraid. That's the last thing you want, just to be clear. Like, you play like Daps, we went over it. He's not the big clutch factor. He's not the star player. You don't want him left in the 3-on-1s. He's not going to win those. And that's happened the last 3 rounds. He's been alive with the bomb on his back. His players have gone down, like we said. Nice from Automatic to at least try something at the start there, make a play. But that's about as exciting as it gets. Once again, they're not getting plants, so they can't buy in. You're not getting that extra money. That's an extra $800 per player. The bomb goes down, you're just not getting that. So $3,400 on the nodes. Each round is just not going to be sustainable.
And so, once again, aggro mid. Oh, they line up.
Oh, they really do. Oh, it's getting rough out there.
Just brutal, man.
They're already dead somewhere.
It's just brutal. What are you going to do? Now you're making noise on the other side. Rez knows you're there. Twist is even pushing through smoke because YOLO. And so they are trying to come up with something clever, a little bit of a boost. Unfortunately, he didn't see Twist. But now Rez and Twist are in position, and Twist finds a shot on Daps. Twist with another.
Now, I will say one thing. Going into the next round, this can be dangerous territory for a CT side. You're just running away with these rounds, and it feels so easy. Yeah. Then you start getting too aggressive. You start making plays that aren't necessary, perhaps, and then you can give a round or 2 up. And it can be 10-5, which is a very drastically different scoreline to a 12-3. So let's see what NIP want to do here. Are they going to change the pacing up or just continue with a solid hold they're presented each and every round? No bomb plants in 10 rounds.
So let's see. 4th round possible for Cloud9. If ever you're going to do it, now's the time. You can still end this half 10-5, which would be a total disaster. If it gets to 12-3, that's really where it starts to get nasty, and NIP are going to have a great time in the second half. So a lot of pressure riding on Cloud9 now to get out here and inflict some damage early, and Forrest getting taken down. Good nade usage there. Down to 56 HP. He doesn't die. But at least there's something here for Cloud9 to work with in this important round.
Very important indeed. Been pretty underwhelming so far. Bomb down T-spawn. It looks like they're setting up for a B execution. You've got Daps outside the bomb site, Automatic there as well. So Broza towards the connector. Mixer watching for the flank. So just seeing if NIP are going to get any sort of boost going on towards the B site. There's a footstep. Automatic hears it. Now just waiting. Hoping that a CT gets impatient here. But they're showing a great amount of discipline on the NIP side. What I speculated before, dangerous territory when it's this easy. They're being very calm and controlled about the situation.
Yeah, I'm never a huge fan of Rez's spot that he's playing at, but Twist has got the control of mid, and so Mixwell shows himself and dies instantly. But now, We could see the opening here for Cloud9. Only 2 players alive on the B side, Lekro and Plopsky. It's the best chance that Cloud9 have had in ages, but Plopsky finds Daps to kick things off, and now Plopsky is just going to be pouring on the fire, looking for a second, and he gets it as well. Dies, but that's fine. He's done his job. Lekro still alive to hold the line. Zabroza close, but the shadow is there, giving him away. Takes Forrest with him. But there's so much money here on NIP, they don't care.
They're trying to make this too complicated. You're not getting anywhere near a bomb site. Why are we trying to send one player in to like that? That's just done nothing. The smoke timing's off, so he just goes down for 3. Then the Molotov comes in after you've lost 2 players. Like, why? Just do a B execution. Let's just go to B, solid execution, trade some kills, get the bomb down.
Get the Molotovs in there first.
Yeah, right? Like,
Or your,
the timings are just way off in every facet. The smoke wasn't on time. The Molotov was late. You lost 3 players before you even got close to a bomb site.
Now, okay, this is obviously a first half that is a disaster. And yes, the Scar 20's out here for Forrest, so he's really going to have a fun time. He's even in the boost position now as well, so if Rez or anybody, I mean, Rez is holding aggro connector, so there's a chance here for Sephiroth to win this, and he is going to lose the duel headshot. No chance, no presence mid for Cloud9 either to get the punish. Twist was there watching Rez's back, and so there was that to consider. And by the time the Daps works his way up to top connector to top mid, they're already back on the A side here for NIP.
I haven't seen a half this rough in a long time.
This is even in the worst ones in our series. There was at least a little bit of a fight. Here, like, it's really Cloud9 struggling.
Like, it would come down to at least 1v1s. It'd be like some unlucky clutches. There'd be some crazy moments, like to deny things. There might be a kill here. Rez is not going to check the corner. That's a kill for automatic, guaranteed.
Okay, so now perhaps something to work for or work with here for Cloud9. Nice nades though. Buying a little bit of time. Molly to try and block off automatic. This is the best chance yet here for Cloud9. 4 players alive on the A side. Twist is going to find one, and they line up for Lekro. Double headshot for Lekro, and it's just disastrous for Cloud9. 12-3 for NIP at the end of the first half on the CT side. Is pretty much as clean as it gets, Henry.
Yeah, I haven't seen a half that bad in some time. We're going to take a break and catch our breath, and Cloud9 might have to do the same thing. We'll be right back.
I don't think I've had to develop a personality. I think Counter-Strike is my personality. I mean, we're being watched. I want everyone to be careful. It's Microsoft.
The amount of jaw-dropping moments that we get in each and every game, you feel something very unique inside of the arena.
You can't really imagine that a video game online can draw that kind of emotion from so many people, but it actually can.
My name is Jason Moses O'Toole.
Chad Sponge Birchall.
Christine Potter-Chi, and I'm an analyst for Counter-Strike Go.
Yep.
Esports as a whole, I don't really get into the other games. I just play Counter-Strike. When people ask me what I do for fun, it's play Counter-Strike.
I think it's the most beautiful esport we have out there in terms of how the mixture of strategy that goes into it on a team scale.
Counter-Strike at face value is the easiest game to understand. It's a 5v5 game with a very easy solution of who's winning and losing, right? But it's also very nuanced, the strategy of it, the little details, and that's the bit that I like, the fact that I get to express that to a viewer at home. And if I can make them understand a little bit that gets me excited about the game, then that's my goal at the end of the day.
So my journey into this position is kind of, I guess, pretty generic. I was a Counter-Strike player for a very long time, and I kind of naturally fell into it.
So I started out as a player once upon a time, a long time ago, and just kind of fell into this as a hobby, and it eventually turned into a career path.
Nice! Ace, dude!
So, we are back, Henry. We are back, and we are back, Henry. So, let's get into the thick of things here. Countdown should be beginning any moment now to get us started in the second half. Cloud9 have got to be counting the lucky stars that they managed to get a bomb plant that first half, because otherwise we might have had one of the very, very rare 15-0 first halves.
That's absolutely true, and I've not seen that in some time. They don't even get a plant in 12 rounds on their T side. They weren't even close to it. Like, to be honest, NIP, they just looked way too comfortable in that first half. I haven't had to make those sort of statements in some time. Like, you'd expect at this level of Counter-Strike, you'd see some plants coming in, some coordination. Like how this map came through for Cloud9, I couldn't tell you. They don't seem ready, but maybe it's their CT side is where they can shine bright. They're going to need the pistol once again. Has to be a perfect run at this point. And everyone's looking great on the NIP side. There hasn't been a player that's dropped off. Twist, especially the AWP, seems to be getting stronger and stronger every map we see him on.
But the countdown is about to finish, and we will be getting into the thick of things here. NIP now, we change sides. NIP on the terrorist side, Cloud9 on the counter-terrorist side, and we should be getting into it momentarily. Hearing that little beep always throws me off a little bit, because I'm wondering, is there a tech pause coming up? But it doesn't look like it.
Okay.
And Cloud9, they're taking a risk. They're going to go for the B-stack early on.
No initial damage. It was automatic, prodding and probing towards middle. They've got a kid on Daps, one flashbang available. I think they have to push B with this amount of players here. They're going to have to flash over potentially and see whether they can get some sort of control towards short. You've invested a lot on this side of the map. You probably want some intel. But Daps does rotate back, automatic towards long. So Daps will be anchoring towards A, presumably. No real action so far. Automatic, though, with the advantage of range. Up against a P250 of Forest.
And just a standoff. As a minute comes around, this is where Cloud9 should start peeking for info. And you're seeing it a little bit at Monster, just trying to get a little bit of information over there. That's Sub Rosa taking point, and so he is trying to spot and see if there's anybody setting up towards B. And it's looking like that's where this is going to wind up here for NIP. They may walk right into the stack. Best chance possible now for Cloud9 to get a strong start in the half. They could at least get the pistols. It is a thing. Flash in, and it is perfect. Somehow Rez with the double.
Not like this. Anything but this. This is a nightmare. Daps will have to save the day. Multiple kills required. Starting to find them now. Headshots are being delivered at least, and you can see him just ducking down there. They might have a chance here, you know. They could pull this one back. It was a nightmare start, but Kusta and Daps bringing it back here. It's actually down to the 1 versus 1. Up against one of the greats, though. Forest so calm in these sort of situations. It'll be Kusta who won the pistol in the first half for them. In the 1 versus 1. He can't deliver this time. A glimmer of hope there, but unless they win the round, it doesn't equate to too much.
They're still on fire, by the way.
Yes, you're right. That's happened since round 4. That started that streak.
Has not lost a round since the 4th one in the first half. And that is for setting things right. It broke Cloud9's way in the first half, where they managed to just barely clutch out that pistol round. But it's not this time. NIP, logo still on fire for them, maintaining their choking grasp here on Cloud9. 13-3, and NIP go for the buy. We've got the rifles, standard 3 rifles, 2 SMGs.
Yeah,
and
classic.
It will be the force buy coming in here on the side of Cloud9.
Well then, it's going to have to be some force buy of that. They lose this one, falling 3 down with an eco up against you. Pretty much have to force that one as well, considering the scoreline. And it's mixed well. Alone in that connector, the Molotov is just beautiful. They spotted him. Don't have to necessarily force the issue on this one. You see, he actually buys himself a little bit of time. The flashbang will come through. It's decent, but doesn't push off it.
Hoping that there's some kind of reaction coming through here from NIP, hoping that they're going to push through the smoke. No reason to do that, though. Plopsky, more than enough time in the world for him to just sit and wait for Mixwell to get cold feet.
He did, didn't he? He couldn't hold his nerve.
Yeah, that's it. You just like walk into my crosshair. Yep. I'm not walking into yours.
You need the kill. I don't.
Couldn't have worked out better there. And so man advantage once again for NIP. We're just taking their time, clearing it out. Top of mid now, going to be the next spot. You've got Kusta kind of waiting around the corner here, hoping to run into somebody, but point blank, even the SMGs are going to be lethal.
Daps pushing off towards short. Bomb still down in the ladder position of connector, and this should be a common position for Twist to check. You're going to flash over at least. You don't want to take any chances here. The trade potential has to be there for NIP side. So kill, there it is. Perfectly done. Good spacing. Sure, you lost 1 kill, but still at the same time, you've got the advantage. 4 versus 2 now. Automatic and Kusta with almost no chance here. Plopsky, look at that positioning. Kusta's not going to check this. He's got no chance.
And,
Not like this.
Whoa! He messed it up! He gets the kill, but there was a chance. Oh, that's so painful.
Insult to injury at this point.
There's no mercy.
Yeah,
there's no mercy.
He gave him the left-right goodnight as well, not even the respect of the backstab. He wanted to make it just as brutal as possible. Oh, that was rough to watch. I didn't enjoy that at all.
No, man, look at him. Oh, they're just grinning.
All right,
that's insult to injury, you're right, and that's about as shameful as it gets.
3 stabs in total. Like I said, they have... Go on.
There's a time in CS where he would be waiting for him outside, and they would have some words. Because knifing in CS was not looked upon fondly. If you knifed somebody, you made an enemy, basically. I remember having a talk with Shox after Katowice one year, just forever. No, it was Galone. It was Gamescom.
Oh, there you go.
Shox
I remember
was
that.
so mad that somebody had knifed him. So mad.
The disrespect.
The disrespect. So we've changed, Henry. Times have changed.
Ooh, there's one.
Surprise.
Dabs. Dabs is like just got to be the frag leader right now, I think. He's got 9, Kusa with 13, but a chance in this round, at least an equal situation for once. They obviously map and indeed match point coming up. Has to be a victory here. They have got the orb now in the hands of Mixwell after finding a couple of key frags here. Forresto in towards the water position, and the CTs are locked out for now. What's the play from the Ninjas here to try and find the points? It's going to be Rez upon the bomb. But no kits.
No kits, and no nades to help him either. But they've got the firepower now. Mixwell, there's a chance. He's holding the angle, gets baited, and there's the spot. Beautiful work there from Rez. He loves these sorts of DM situations, 1v1s. He'll take those every day. He's going to be the man to hit the shot for you. And Mixwell waiting right around the corner. Electro spots him. Oh, what a spray transfer.
Yeah, that's brutal. What a way to close out the round. The closest they actually had to winning a round in this entire sequence since round 4. That's the closest they've been. Like, that's kind of insane. That's such a disgusting spray transfer. Like, NIP, foot on the throat Counter-Strike right now as they have to force buy again. They won the pistol, got a 3-0 start, and now found themselves at 15-3 down. I have not seen that in a long time. This is like sort of online 2014 CS right
Just
now.
getting beat up on, basically. I mean, match point for NIP. Early shot from Mixwell, gets the tag.
Something.
Gets the tag.
Positive sign here.
But it is still just a cobbled together buy here. Well, I mean, SMG's a pistol and a scout for Cloud9, whereas NIP are just fully bought up, Twist with the AWP, and you got the Kriegs in play as well. So Cloud9 still just waiting. Subrosa, he's set a trap here towards sewers, but Rez isn't even going to push through. So unfortunately for him, he's not really going to get the chance to take advantage of it yet. And NIP are perfectly happy to wait and see what Cloud9 are going to do. And are just now, towards a minute 10, starting to take a little bit of pressure here towards mid, starting to get a little bit of map control to work with.
Yeah, it goes without saying they're going to force buy here, try and bleed out the utility. But they're going to try and flash and pounce on you, and there it is. It's a nice kill from Kusta. He has been fragging, but going to need a lot more where that came from.
He's stuck in here now, though. Plopsky's got that angle. So we'll see if Kusta can get out of here intact. Plopsky waiting. He doesn't want to show too much. Mixwell turns around. Forrest goes down. Plopsky did find Subrosa, but Kusta, he's got an AK to play with now. Good trigger discipline there, doesn't take his teammate out. But the smoke goes down, and Plopsky is looking like they're going to make the play for B-site because Rez has already made his way out. He's got eyes on the site. Daps is going to be spotting him in just a moment's time here. This is just who spots who first, and it's Daps to hit the headshot. Chance for Cloud9 now to save their honor at least a little bit.
Just one round.
Just one round, Henry.
That would help. If they lose in a 3-on-2 and someone gets knifed, though, that could be it.
Well, that's it. They're going to do it the hard way here, too. It's 15 seconds. You got to get in here, and you got to find value if you are NIP. Plopsky with the scope, trying to see if he spots anybody, but some good discipline being shown. Mixwell in the open, gets bopped. There's still a player holding close, though, and it's Dabs. Catches him looking the wrong way. Down to 4 seconds. This is an unwinnable round for NIP. No reason for Automatic to peek, and he doesn't.
Oh, Twist wants to hold on to the AWP. Automatic will take a Krieg, so at least a round, but only one player survives there. And it will be Twist to take the AWP. That's going to be obviously very important going to the next round. There's going to be minimal investment here as you only get 32.50 on the CT side. Of one player surviving as well, they are still in a really dire situation. So just the Krieg brought over, not the sniper rifle on the CT side. Mixwell will have the Krieg. He got a defuse kit, but a mishmash setup at best. 1M4 for Mass and MP9. We'll see what they can do with it. So aggression from Kusta here.
I like it. Get out there top mid. Put a bit of pressure here onto the NIP. NIP, Twist is more than happy to wait. Headshot on Mixwell to kick things off. Kusta still hanging around in the mix, though, hoping. But now he's got to worry about his back, and you've got Forrest moving in already. Forrest with the deke, though. Best chance here for Kusta. And yes, Kusta pulls ahead.
A little bit unnecessary there, perhaps, but still a 4-on-4 as they wait for Kusta to reposition. Oh, a rare miss there. Twist can't find the kill, but there will be a bit of a trade potential here now. Lekro's looking so sharp.
Dude,
ridiculous.
No respect from Lekro, man. It's like, I came up in the EU pubs and ACS. I've got nothing to fear.
Absolutely. That's kind of insane what he's done the last few rounds. Precision is back for Lekro. Very impressive. Well, Twist will have the bomb waiting in the connector right now. Subrosa with the mid hold by the fountain, and it's all really down to Dabs. Good positioning, good timing,
Yeah.
and a bit of a fumble there from NIP.
I think a little bit of fumble from Lekro. He stepped really wide out there, so nice open shot for Daps. But the bomb is getting planted on the B site now. Twist with the AWP might catch him out. So he decides to try and back off, not expecting somebody to be watching there. A bit bizarre, but it is still a 1v2 and definitely clutchable here for Rez. Waiting for Daps to walk in, and Daps is going to walk right into his crosshairs. Easiest shot of his life.
Yeah, now the mind games really begin. Well, Sabrosa's got all the utility he could ever ask for. The incendiary, drop it towards the graffiti. Smoke the bomb, defuse, should be job done.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Thinking about it. Smoke on the bomb. Just hoping that he baits Rez out. Rez spots him. Sabrosa slowly trying to bring it in, and it is going to be Sabrosa clutching it in the end.
Just about another 1 versus 1 there, but he does win the round. An awkward position for Rez towards the end there. With that bomb down and all that utility available, Sabrosa will save the AWP, and they've actually got NIP now into a difficult situation in terms of the finances. They're going to have to take an eco here. Deagles at the very most, 4 of those so far. And finally, some signs of life for the Cloud9, but still 10 rounds in a row required.
Do you believe in the comeback, Henry?
You know what, at this point in CSGO, I would believe anything. It wouldn't surprise me. CSGO overtime, bring it on.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
But this is still pretty solid here for Cloud9 at least. Feel good moment because they do have Nips on the rope. And it is just going to be Nip trying to save some money in the next round. Deagle's bot, a couple of nades, but no Kevlar, no major investment in this round. They want to throw the haymaker in the following one. And so Cloud9 now with a real chance to just have some fun here. Plopsky, he's got a chance, yep. Peeks forward. Kusta is close though, but Kusta backed off. And now if Kusta goes back down here, he's basically given up connector, and he's going to know it now. Here's the footsteps. Kusta picks up the first one, trying to find a refrag here. Lekro going for the peek. Mixwell's close by though, and they're going to peek together on NIP's side. Yep. Flash in and overwhelming them. That's how it's done. Automatic finds a kill on Twist. This is still Cloud9 heavily in control. But NIP are putting up a fight.
Yes, somewhat. There's a kill found, and that should be it at this point. Cloud9 don't have to push. They don't need any more information or frags. Just close it out. There we go.
Solid.
Yeah.
That's how it's done.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too late at this point, but still, they will persevere and push forward. It's going to be 15-6 overall. Krieg's coming out, of course, on the NIP side. 4 of those, 1 AK-47, as they look to finish off the job here. Mixwell will have the sniper. They've got a decent amount of cash on the CD side. If they're ever going to show us what they're made of on this map, this will be the chance to do it. Full buy available. But the thing is, with just 1 life left, you can't really experiment with the aggression. Initial utility exchanged. The damage done just so far. It's going to be Lekro. Aggressive stance towards middle. Kusta to hold the position with the M4. Passively there towards the bathrooms, watching for the shadow play, looking towards the connector as well.
And just like that, Cloud9, they've fallen through the cloud, actually. Reality's come and smacked them in the face.
It has, hasn't it?
You can't actually float on clouds, Cloud9. You can't actually hang out up there. And it's bittersweet right now, because right now it's like everything is fine, everything is fine, everything is fine. But pretty soon, Nip are going to win that match point. They're going to take it, and it'll flip on its head for Cloud9. So 5v5, Kusta holding close. Great flash.
Good stuff.
Good trade, and that is something actually that bears out in the stats for Cloud9. They are more effective at supporting each other with flashes than Nip are. But it's the one of the few things they have going for them here, Henry.
Yeah, that is a good point. At this stage, yeah, that's not going to be filling them with confidence, but still, a 5-on-4 once again. Their CD side has been much better. Had to win out with the lesser weaponry of the MP9s and a couple of M4s. Now they have the advantage once again. 5 versus 4, 40 seconds remain. And not much to report on the NRP side of things. In terms of map control, just waiting for any sort of CT pushes here. They might be getting one. And towards the bathrooms, this is a key frag. Kusta has been found out though, and Forrest will take in 30 seconds as the bomb repositions towards B. I think there's a kill coming through. What happened there?
Sabrosa killed himself. He got legged by Twist. That's big. And Twist, now they're pushing through. Rez finds the headshot on Daps. 2 players remain now. Full flash on automatic. There was a chance for Rez to peek forward, and Rez hits the headshot.
That's it.
Bomb planted, and it's all on Mixwell, 1v4.
I think we're all done here. It'll be some clutch if he pulls this one off. And it doesn't look like he'll get close. The smoke's down. The AWP going to be the worst weapon for the job. Doesn't even land the first bullet. So yes, it wasn't a disastrous result in terms of the 16-3, but still not a very good one.
It's only natural that he misses that, because an NIP op isn't going to shoot at one of its owners. And so clearly, you know, it just jiggled out of the way there at the end.
It kind of looked like it did.
Yeah, Mixwell just couldn't get it. He's like, what is going on? I was on it. My crosshair was there. But the Nip op was loyal. It wasn't going to let it happen for Mixwell.
Well, at this point, Sam, we've got to dissect this first map.